welcome to the Everyday Alchemist podcast, a podcast where we remind you to tap into the alchemist inside of you because we all are powerful beings and we all are alchemists. We all have the ability to create our own reality. If we can align our thoughts, our emotions to the frequency of what we desire, then everything is available to us. It's all about discipline and training yourself. But everyone is powerful. We all are born powerful. If you ever get to observe a baby, you will see that baby actually is looking into space. They're not just looking into space, they actually have power. They are able to see into other realms. They are looking at other beings, our ancestors, our angels. We all are powerful beings, but as we go through life and as we grow, as we're growing up, we do get amnesia. They do put a veil over us because we're not supposed to know everything at the beginning. Because if we do, then what is the point of life and what are you going to learn then, right? So we are allowed to remember things as babies, but then we kind of forget things. Also, our environment contributes to us forgetting a lot of our own power because we start adapting other people's belief system where we think we're not powerful and that we are weak and that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, we are actually powerful beings. When you go through adversity and when you start looking for the answers, searching for the answers, you actually come to realize that everything that you're searching for is all within you. You are the powerful being that you are looking for all along. And then you are the one that can actually change the trajectory of your life because we all hold that power. We can create our own reality no matter what you go through. You might not be able to, in some circumstance, change the actual situation, but you can change the way that you react to it, how you handle it. There's always a choice. There's always a way you can handle it and handle it in a way where life is easier. Life gets, you get to still live a magical life, no matter what you're going through. I'm talking about this because I have gone through it. I'm still going through it. And the way we have chosen to live our life, despite the challenges that we do have, it is actually really, really a beautiful life. And it's not to say we don't have our challenges. We all do. And everyone will have to go through some sort of battle in life. That's why we are here on this Earth School, because we are here to learn and for our soul to grow. So anyway, I just wanted to say in my introduction that, no matter what you are going through, because I know a lot of people are going through a lot of things right now, I just want to remind you that no matter what it is, you've got this and you are able to get through it. Just focus on yourself. You have to take put aside time to learn new things, new skills, and to go inwards through meditation. Or if you can't meditate, then go read books that will help you. There's so much help out there, but you just need to be able to commit to the life of where you are a student and you are going to continue learning. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say about that. It is November and it is actually my birthday today. So I thought I will come on here and do a quick podcast because it is my birthday and I have honestly just been flooded with so much love today. I woke up to the most beautiful text message from one of my friends. He sent me such a beautiful text, and this person I met not long ago, probably 5 years ago, but he's become like a brother to me. And really a really, really sweet message. And then my sister put up a post, my best friend put up a reel, and then my sister-in-law put up a story. And, I've actually had about 3-4 different people put up stories. Actually, no, I lie, more than that, about 5 or 6 people put up stories for me. And I've just been reading all the messages on Facebook and on Instagram. It's amazing. It's so nice to read nice words. And I feel very blessed because I do feel loved, all the time. I am very blessed to be in the family I am in. I've been with my husband and my daughter and my siblings and my parents, my sister-in-law. I receive a lot of love, but today being my birthday, it's just been extra special to get so many wonderful messages from so many people. So yeah, it's just been a beautiful day. I did want to come on here and just say that November has been an amazing month. I mean, I love November because it's my birthday, But if you are on the spiritual path, I hope you did pay attention on 11. This, I think it was this Tuesday or Wednesday that's just been. It is the most amazing day because the universe opens this portal it aligns with all your desires and manifestations. And it's just the most beautiful energy that comes through from this portal. So if you did miss it, don't worry about it, because even though 11/11 is the most potent day, the energy is still open. The portal is still open till the 29th. So if you didn't know about it, or if you forgot about it, then you've still got time to sit there and journal. If you don't like journaling, then meditate. If you can't meditate, at least get out in nature. Look up at the sky, talk to the universe. Universe, God, whatever you want to address it is all just one big higher power energy. So that's that. And obviously, the energy has been really intense. As you probably would have seen, there's photos of beautiful solar flares, of aurora photos everywhere on the internet. It's just the energy has been so intense on Earth at the moment because, as I have spoken about before, Mother Gaia is going through an ascension. We are going through an ascension. We are being upgraded. Our DNA has been upgraded. Our cells are being upgraded. If you have been feeling really exhausted, or you've been having lots of bodily aches, which is not quite common to you, then it could just mean that you are going through an ascension. We are being upgraded right now because Mother Gaia is changing her frequency. So obviously, if Mother Gaia's frequency is changing and we're walking on this planet on her, then obviously we are being upgraded as well. We are moving into the golden age. In March this year, the Kali Yuga actually ended. Some people might argue with that because it wasn't supposed to end for any time soon, but because the time that we're living in right now, time is moving so fast, so it actually did get brought forward. And that's why you are seeing a disruption all around the world. Because we are going through a process where things are being dismantled so it can be built again. We as a planet, we've been living in this system where the system only favors one part of the society, which tends to be the rich people, the rich class. Everything is sort of favored towards them. And there's just been a lot of unfairness going on in the world. So we are coming to a time where all this will start getting dismantled. You are going to see a lot of things coming to an end. There's governments falling apart. There's like systems that are not going to work. Our schooling system will change eventually. The way we live, the monetary system will change. We are going to experience so many changes on this planet in the next couple of years. At least by 2032, there's going to be a huge change being sorry, just saw a spider on the wall. It's a small spider, so that's fine. But yeah, sorry. So there's a lot of changes that's going to happen on this planet, and it's going to happen for our benefit. But like any change, you have to go through the pain period, and this is where we're going in right now. Hopefully by 2032, we will actually not 2022. Next year is going to be quite intense. 27 is going to be quite intense, and after that, we should start seeing some positive changes. So it is a period of big change, and it can be very painful. I know I get really exhausted these days. Like, it just hits me like a log because we have a lot of light codes coming in as well. Now, light codes are just like light frequency coded information that is coming into our body. It's energy that's coming into our body, and it is upgrading us. So when I first started my spiritual awakening, I would just feel like a tingling on my third eye, right here on my third eye. So if someone is listening or watching and you feel like a tingling, or you feel like someone's actually tapping you on your third eye, that could be a sign that you are going through your awakening. So the planet is awakening. A lot of people have awoken, and they are still, going through the stages of awakening. A lot of people are starting to awaken. So we all are at different places in life on this spiritual journey, but we all are definitely being worked on. Our DNA is being altered, like I was saying. So the chemicals in our bodies, the cells in our bodies, everything is being altered right now. Like I just get, so when the solar flares are high, when the earth frequency is high, like the heartbeat of Mother Gaia, forgotten the name now, but anyway, there's actually a term for it, but I've forgotten it now. So anyway, but I can feel energy because I do Reiki. I feel energy, and these days when I am really, really, really exhausted, I don't even have to look anywhere to know how high the solar flares are or how the heart resonance of Mother Gaia is, because you just feel it. You feel it in your body. And I know a lot of people are having anxiety. A lot of people close to me are having anxiety that have never had it before. They're having like really disrupted sleep patterns as well. It is actually all part of it. We are having to go through these things because we are getting upgraded. So it's just a matter of getting through it. Lots of water. That's been my friend. You have to drink lots of water and grounding yourself on, like, if you can go outside and stand on grass, that's really, really good. And if you can't do it, then do a grounding meditation. I might actually put a grounding meditation up on my channel. I'll see how I go. But grounding is your friend right now because our energies are so high right now that most of the time we are actually out of our body and we're not connecting with our body. So if we can do a grounding meditation every day, or even just, go outside and actually stand on grass and let the energy from Mother Gaia come up, seep through the bottom of your feet, it will really help you, bring you back in your body. So that's one thing that's really, that's been the energy of November. It's been very high and very, very strong energy. We actually just came back from Melbourne. We went there on the 1st of November, which was good because we got to travel at the beginning of the month. And we came back on the 8th, and it was a beautiful trip. I don't know how, but my little alchemist, Nishaya, always manages to get us to Melbourne. Like last year, Nick and I came back and we said, this is it. We're not going back to Melbourne because we've done too many trips to Melbourne. But one way or the other, somehow my little alchemist will just somehow she'll put it into our consciousness and telepathically send us a message that we need to go to Melbourne. And then, so this year around June, my sister jumped on board as well because everyone wants to create beautiful memories with my child, Nishaya. She's very much loved. And so my parents and my sister and our family, we all flew to Melbourne for eight days. We created beautiful memories there. When Shai goes to Melbourne, she often does get seizures, and it's because Nishai's got a big connection with Melbourne. She has a past life with Melbourne, a connection there, and she is an energetic being. So Nishaya being Nishaya, she's not just here for any reason. She's here for a higher purpose. And just as Mother Gaia's been moving and ascending, Nisha's one of the helpers that volunteered to be here on this planet at this time to bring higher frequencies from other dimensions. I will get into it later in other episodes. Today it's just too big of a topic to talk about today, but that's the reason why Nisha chooses to go to Melbourne, and she'll do some work there energetically. It might sound bizarre because she's so limited in her body, but I mean, if you know this, that we are much more than our body. Everything is energy. We are energetic beings, and energy is everything. So yeah, so that Melbourne was good. And if you heard our podcast before we left, we were kind of contemplating, we were talking about what is globally happening, in the world at the moment. And we were contemplating whether to go to Melbourne or not, because we were like, oh, we're hearing about all this violence and all this stuff that's happening in Melbourne. And I'm so glad we actually ended up going, because honestly, we didn't see anything. We felt so safe. We were walking around the city. We were jumping on and off the trams, and no one bothered us. Everyone was friendly. People minded their own business. There's homeless people. I definitely see a rise in homeless people in Melbourne. Every time we go back, I can see more and more. But if you don't provoke them, they don't provoke you. So it's really all about just, I think it's good to know what's happening in the world, but at the same time, it's good not to just trust the media as well, because they do blow things out of proportion. Not only that, there is a bigger scheme happening. It's like all fear mongering and stuff. So I would just say, if you are going to do something, trust your gut and Honestly, there's always stuff happening in every corner of the world, but it's not as bad as the media makes it out to be. So yeah, so if you are planning to travel, like, like, I think we can't live in fear anymore. Yeah, obviously it's good to be diligent and do your homework and, look into it, but don't let fear stop you, because we went and everything was fine. There was nothing. We didn't see anything, out of the ordinary. And yeah, so that was that. And I was going to also say that if you have been listening about Three-Eye Atlas, or if you haven't been listening about the Three-Eye Atlas, that's probably something you should be paying attention to, because there is something that's heading towards Earth. Now, NASA was talking about it, and last I heard, NASA stopped talking about Three-Eye Atlas. This was back in October before I went on holiday. I haven't really read anything since then about NASA, but because they said this thing that's coming, it's not behaving in the normal way that an asteroid or a comet would behave. It is acting a little bit strange. There's nothing to fear, because the spiritual people that I listen to and I trust in, they have been connecting with this Three-Eye Atlas, which is an object. They reckon it could be at least 1 million years old. And it's been traveling and it's coming towards Earth now. In October, before I went to Melbourne, it was behind the sun. And it seems to be coming from a higher consciousness. So whether it's, through God, through some beings that are planning to help our planet, it seems like the Three-Eye Atlas is bringing in a lot of codes, a lot of energy surge for our planet. So that's another reason people are now starting to feel a little bit more anxiety, more energy in their body, like hot flushes or like warm tinglings or aches and pains, is because we are experiencing a lot of energy coming into our planet. They are saying that it is nothing to fear, because because it's coming from a higher consciousness, it can only do good. So on the 19th of December, that's when it will be the closest to Earth. So it'll be quite interesting to see what it is and how it will affect us, and if we get to feel or see it even in our skies. So that will be really, really interesting. I have heard some people channel it, and the Three-Eye Atlas consciousness is speaking to them, and it is saying that it's on its way to help humanity, to bring beautiful energy into our planet. So it's really interesting. We really are living in extraordinary times. Like, these things that are happening right now, I don't think our grandparents or their parents or their grandparents got to witness it. So every soul that is here on the planet right now, we are here for a reason. We've chosen to be here at this time. And we actually are so lucky to be here, because from what I understand, as souls, we all line up on the other side and we kind of go, me, pick me, pick me, pick me. I want to go on Earth, because Earth is the hardest school to do. You can go into so many dimensions, but if you get chosen to come to Earth, and if your soul wants to be here, it is like a really high privilege. And souls on the other side, there's so many souls that wait for this kind of incarnation, because this is one of the biggest and greatest reincarnation you can have, because you get to feel things, you get to do things in your physical body, and you get to experience so many things, like feelings, thoughts, so many bodily things, just amazing things. So that's another reminder that, we are lucky to be here. No matter how hard life is, we are here because we know we can handle it. We all choose our own life for when we come down on Earth. So some people may want to experience patience. Some people may want to experience an extravagant life. Some people may want to experience life from the inside out, like my little girl. She is here because, she has had multiple lifetimes, and she is a soul, a very old soul. And in this lifetime, she is here for a higher purpose. For a higher purpose. Oh my goodness, for a higher purpose. And she has chosen her journey. I get really annoyed when people go, oh no, she must have done a bad karma, or what did you guys do wrong? I used to hear this. You believe it or not, people used to say that to me. Oh no, what went wrong? You need to ask for, forgiveness, blah, blah, blah. And I did all of that because at the beginning I didn't know the truth. And I thought, oh my God, maybe like it's just crazy. It's crazy what people actually believe. And I don't get angry anymore because I do know that people don't know any better. So you just have to educate. And if people don't want to hear, they don't want to hear, that's fine as well, because you can't help everyone, right? You have to have a bit of an open mind and an open heart to understand these things. But like I'm saying, like, enjoy life. You've got to make the most of your life because it is such a big privilege to be here and to wake up and to see another day. That is a huge privilege. Like, just talk to someone that's lying in the hospital, on a hospital bed, waiting for their health to improve, or they've been given a diagnosis that they're not going to live past a week, past a month. So, when you kind of start thinking in that manner, it makes you really appreciate what you have. And even if you are facing some major problems in your life, going through some hard circumstances, it kind of brings you back to go, there's people out there that have it worse than you. So, instead of complaining all the time, let's just get into a space of gratitude and go, actually, I am here and my soul has decided to be here and experience this thing. So I must have it in me to go through it. There is such a thing called destiny. I think there's a little percentage where things are destined, like the big things in your life, I think is predestined. But then there are other things where, you still have the ability to change the trajectory of your life by changing your thoughts, changing your own reality. So from my understanding, God has given us enough power, enough skills, everything that God has. We have been given that as well within us. We all have the power because we have been made in the image of God, right? So if God can do stuff, we also can do stuff as well. We just need to remember how powerful we really are. And if you connect with a higher power, then, that energy comes through you because energy is everything. When I do Reiki, it is pure energy that flows from the universe, from heaven. That is the cleanest and the purest form of energy. And that's why Reiki is so beautiful because it is so pure and it is a divine intelligence. You don't need to tell Reiki where to go. It just knows where to go. So that is the beauty of Reiki and energy. Yeah, so that's about it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. And I also wanted to say thank you to all the people that do listen on Spotify. I actually got notified the other day that our podcast has crossed 1,000 downloads. I think it's sitting at 1,010. So that's how many times it's been downloaded or streamed. We're not a big channel. We don't have that many followers, but people don't subscribe. They don't follow. But when an episode comes, they do listen. And on YouTube, I think we've probably I think there are almost 4,300 or 4,800. I can't remember, but it's something along that line where we've had that many views. So my promise to God was very early on my journey was, God, help me, show me the way. So one day I will be in a position to help other people. I don't care how many people, even if it's just one, I will help people because I know what it feels like to be lost. So once I found my path, the angels came through to remind me that this was my promise. So that's why I have my podcast, and this is my platform to talk about these things, to give hope to people. And I know for a fact, because I have heard so many people tell me that through listening to our podcast, they have a better understanding and they get encouragement, and they have now started experiencing triple ones, angel numbers. They see feathers. They are now connecting to the universe. And there's so many people that have come and told me this. And, my heart is so full because I said even one person, but it's more than one person. Like I said, we're not a big channel, but we have now passed, at least more than 10 people have already come and told me. It's actually more than 10, more than 20, because the things that I get to hear, it blows my mind, and it just fills my heart up because I know how many people actually do listen and they don't ever tell me, but I know for a fact, because my prayer behind every episode is that it will touch the people that need it. If they don't need it today, but somewhere in their consciousness, it will get stacked. And when they need it, they will remember, the energy will come and help them. So I am so grateful for this beautiful life. And I'm so grateful. I am so grateful that we get to do this, that I get to do this and help other people through my journey. So again, I just wanted to say thank you for those who have been supporting us. And if you're listening, you're obviously supporting us. So thank you so much. And we do have another episode coming up soon with a Mind Valley speaker. She's amazing, and she's just returned from doing a Mind Valley talk where she was voted one of the top speakers at this event. So she's incredible, and I have had the pleasure to meet her a few times, and she was going to be on our channel in a few weeks. So look out for that. But yeah, so again, I'm going to go and have wait for my husband to get home so we can have my birthday cake done, and we can have dinner. So thank you guys again for joining me on this episode. Don't forget to look up the 3i Atlas to see what it is and how it's coming towards, and just follow it till December 19th and see what happens. Like always, just if you believe it, then everything and anything is possible. So keep believing, keep going, and you've got this. You are the alchemist of your life. We will catch you up in the next episode. Lots of love. Bye.